We use thousands of words every single day. But what if one of the simplest ones, the word good, actually holds a secret to communicating way more powerfully? Today, we're going to put it under the microscope and find out. It really all starts with this question, doesn't it? How many words do you actually need to say what you mean? Do you need a huge, complex vocabulary? Or is there a smarter, more efficient way to do it? That's the big question we're diving into. So here's how we're going to break it all down. First, we'll look at a word's true worth. Then we'll get into this fascinating system called basic English. After that, we'll see all the different jobs the word good can do, check it out against its opposites, and then wrap it all up by talking about the real power of simple words. All right, first up, let's figure out what a single word can really be worth. So why are we zooming in on the word good? Well, because it's kind of the perfect case study. If we can understand just how flexible this one word is, it unlocks a much bigger idea about what makes communication really, truly work. Okay, so this brings us to a really cool concept, the Basic English 850. And this isn't just some random list of words, oh no, it has a very special purpose. And here is the key. Right from our source material, the word good is on that Basic English 850 list. Now, that's not by accident. It means it's officially considered one of the essential building blocks of the entire English language. And that number, 850, that's the whole idea. Basic English is this system built on the concept that you can say pretty much anything you need to with just 850 core words. The whole point is to strip language down to its most powerful, most versatile parts. So why good? How did it make the cut for this exclusive list? Let's find out. We're about to break down all the different jobs this one little word can do. It's a lot. Okay, first, and probably the most obvious job, good as an adjective for morality. When we say someone is a good person, we mean they're kind, they're honest, they do the right thing. This is its main gig, covering a huge part of how we see each other with just one word. But now, watch this. A good pair of shoes isn't moral, right? It's useful, it's high quality. The word just pivoted from describing someone's character to describing an object's utility. I mean, think about how efficient that is. The same word works for a person and a product. And then, of course, good can be all about our senses. You say a pie was good, and everyone knows you mean it was delicious. That's another huge category, food, pleasure, all handled by our one little powerhouse word. And that feeling of pleasure goes way beyond just food. If you had a good trip or a good time, it means the whole experience was enjoyable. So from one bite of pie to an entire vacation, good has you covered. And let's be honest, sometimes it's just our go-to stamp of approval. A good movie, a good song, a good idea. It's the ultimate shortcut for just saying, yep, I like that. Here's another big one, describing skill. A good swimmer, a good artist, a good mechanic. It means they're skilled, they're competent. And you can see why that's so valuable in a compact vocabulary. It clearly rates someone's ability. And finally, as an adjective, it can even predict the future. A good sign points to something positive that's likely to happen. So that's seven different jobs just as an adjective. But believe it or not, this word's work still isn't done. Because good can also be a noun. We talk about the abstract idea of goodness, right? The concept of good versus evil. In that case, good is the thing itself, the quality of being moral. And for its last trick, if you make it plural, it completely changes its identity. Goods aren't about morality at all. They're physical items you buy and sell at a market. Same root word, but a totally different world.
Sometimes the best way to really understand what something is to take a look at what it isn't.
So if we look at the whole spectrum, it really snaps into focus. On one side, you have words like right and kind, which reinforce that positive meaning. But on the other side, you've got bad, poor, and especially evil. Those opposites define good with super sharp contrast. Okay, and all of that brings us to our final section, the power of simple words. Let's tie all these threads together. So, what's the big takeaway here? Good is like a Swiss Army knife of language. It's an adjective with at least 7 different meanings, and it's a noun with 2 different forms. It's on that Basic English 850 list for a very simple reason. Mastering powerful, versatile words just like this one is the real secret to communicating clearly. And that brings us right back to where we started. Our little deep dive into the word good proves a really important point. Having a small vocabulary doesn't mean you have small ideas. Actually, it can be the exact opposite. It can be the key to incredibly direct and powerful communication. So I'll just leave you with this final thought. If a super common word like good is doing this much work, what other simple everyday words are we completely underestimating? What other power tools are just sitting there, hiding in our own vocabulary?